Look at this piece of art that one of you is gonna win. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Wine Wednesday. How are you all doing? I'm holding this beautiful Thomas Kinkade piece right here, which we're gonna talk about a whole lot more, but I just wanted to welcome you all in. We've got a really special show this week. A Mr. Cheesy Pop, Patrick Kinkade crossover event. We are going to give away this beautiful piece. We're going to unveil a new piece. And obviously, it's Wine Wednesday, so we're also going to be drinking some wine. So while you all come on in here, and I see you guys are starting to come on in, welcome. I see you all in the chat. How are we all doing today? You have a good Wednesday, everybody. It's gonna be an even better Wednesday because we've got a really special guest and so many exciting things that we're going to get to. So, a few things here before we get going. I've got a whole bunch of things to tell you guys. People that are watching tonight are going to get a special coupon, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to pop in a bunch of links during the show as well to take you straight to some really great Thomas Kinkade pieces that we're going to talk about tonight. And we are going to be talking with the brother of Thomas Kinkade, Patrick Kinkade. And should I go get him? Because he's in the waiting room. You know, you know how we do it here on Zoom. We got the Zoom waiting room now. So we got the waiting room going on. Should we go get Pat and make this a party? Okay, here we go. Introducing for you guys Pat Kinkade, the waiting room. I'm gonna go get him right now. The magic of the internet. Look at this!
Am I here?
Welcome back.
Max Glick, how are things in Wine Wednesday world? I need to know.
Well, Wine Wednesday world. Look at this. We're already starting with an alliteration here. This is fantastic.
Man loves his alliterations. That's all I got to say.
Okay. It is great, and it is really awesome to have you here tonight to talk some art, talk some wine, and you know, I'm sure people are going to be talking some Disney. We'll get to all of it, but it's
hopefully we'll sing a little bit.
We'll sing?
Well, of course. That's what I've heard. All of your guests end up singing towards the end of the night. No?
Well, I mean, this is once the wine starts flowing, you know. I mean, come on.
Who knows what could happen? I think trouble's afoot tonight. That's all I got.
I think so too. The two of us together, like, yeah. I'm yeah.
Surely a sign of Armageddon. I'm not sure. Just to punctuate the pandemic, they put us together. You know.
I don't know. What are these people thinking?
I don't know. Whoever's in charge needs a stern talking to, though.
Who's in charge? Well, everyone's already very excited about singing. I'm looking at the chat right now. Everyone's like really excited about singing. And my buddy AS, thank you, buddy. He's excited about my party shirt. Oh yeah, I put on a party shirt for tonight.
You know, I'm digging those threads too. I got to say that you may be Captain Party tonight.
Threads, and I'm Captain Party. Look at this. All right. Well, listen. How about we okay? You know what I want to do? I have to unveil things, but like also we've got a really nice bottle of Silverado wine waiting for me.
I know. I'm looking forward to that. I've been grading papers all day, and there's nothing better than putting down papers and picking up a wine glass. I gotta say.
You've been grading papers all day.
I have been.
Wow.
I'm a university professor on top of a wine connoisseur and a friend of Max Glick. That's the holy trinity of my aspirations growing up.
Really? Oh, you had me on the list growing up. See, this is really neat. Okay.
I did. I did. There's just this premonition that I'd meet this swarthily handsome guy on the web named Max Glick, and my God, it's happened.
What did you call me? What, handsome? What was that word?
Swarthily? I don't even know if that's a word. I make things up, and have very poor filters, so you're likely to hear things you'll never hear anywhere else. So stay tuned, folks.
a pour filter, and you know what? Can we also do some? Can we also pour? I think we got to get this going. Why don't you? Oh, here's what we should do. Is your wine open?
My wine is not open, but I have brought my lightsaber to do just that.
We already. We are 5 minutes.
Like
Oh my gosh, we are 5 minutes in. We already got a lightsaber wine opener reference.
I did not know I'd be doing sound effects tonight, but they actually turned out pretty well.
It was really good.
Can I try to open this thing? You got 1 minute?
Yeah.
Sing a verse while I open my wine, would you?
Sing a verse.
There's no business like show. No, okay.
I know that one. There's no business I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. See, I'm a Broadway guy.
Oh.
Did it work?
It opened.
It opened. It was a big mystery. Oh.
And everybody hear the bell? Oh, 2 bells. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Time to pour.
All right. Let's do this together. Yeah, let's pour our wine. We both have a bottle of Silverado. You have, I think, the Cabernet Sauvignon. Is that correct?
I do.
Okay. I've got
very excited about that.
Okay, and I have a Cab Franc, so it's like slightly different. It's gonna be interesting.
But you'll be able to tell me those differences?
Maybe.
Will I be able to taste the terroir?
Possibly. I've learned a lot over the past year doing this. So
okay.
All right,
here we go.
Yeah, here we go. This is brilliant. I also want to give a big shout out to Joyce, who magically sent me a Wine Bar George glass.
Oh.
Which I will be talking more about that.
Your people give you gifts?
Yeah. Really
you're
nice.
Beloved. You're a beloved character on this.
I have the nicest community on the internet. The nicest people are right here watching this. Really...
I have heard that again and again and again. I mean, it's all day long. They're saying Max Glick, the community there is the best in the world. And I said, truthfully, they said, yeah. I said, okay, I'll see and I'll report back.
All right. Well, yeah. Cheers to that. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, give that a. Oh yeah. What are you smelling there?
Grapes. Dishwashing soap.
So you gotta clean it a little better. Get any like dark fruits, any blueberry, like any that kind of deal, cherry.
I'm gonna really give this a try. I'm really gonna give this a try. Usually I can barely tell the difference between Budweiser and bourbon, but I'm going to try.
What do you got?
Do I smell? I do smell a darker fruit, maybe.
Good. I've got a blueberries plum sort of deal happening here, but there's something a little like spicy on top of it. Yeah. Yes.
Here, let me swirl and open it up a little bit.
Exactly. So that's what we want to do. You want to sniff it. You want to swirl it.
All right.
And then you want to sip it, and then you want to swish it a little too. Okay.
Do I want it to dance off my tongue a little bit?
Yeah. So let's sip it. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's lovely. I have to admit,
yeah.
I may be in love.
I'm not gonna.
Is it legal in California to marry a wine? I don't know. Is it?
I'm not gonna steer you wrong. You know.
I thank you for this bottle. It is a delight.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what to drink. I was like, all right, we gotta send Pat some cab from Silverado, because Silverado's got such a cool little Disney connection too. Because Walt's daughter Diane Disney Miller, this was her
Hmm.
her winery, and I just thought it's from Napa Valley. We're showing off some art that looks like it could be the valley. Who knows? It's a wine valley. I was like, well, I'm gonna pick Napa Valley, and we'll have some wine. That's kind of how I.
It's just I did not realize that you said it's his daughter.
Yeah, Diane Disney Miller and Ron Miller. So they were married, and
Hmm.
they owned this vineyard up in Napa. They're past now, but it's still in the Diane Disney Miller family, and it's beautiful, and they make really just exquisite wines like this Cabernet that you're.
It really is. It's wonderful. Again, I'm not a cultivated palate as yours or anything
Yeah.
like that, but I must say that I know what I like,
Yeah,
and I do enjoy this, and I like you.
look at that, and you can tell like, oh, this is good stuff, right? Yeah, this is yeah.
It's off the hook, man.
Yeah,
I've been served. You know what I'm saying?
you have been. I have served you.
You. Now, what are the rules of engagement here? Do we drink at will, or do we have to wait until the host raises his glass?
You keep drinking. We keep talking.
Oh, I get it. Okay. You got to remember, I'm a youngster. I can still be saved, but I don't know what's happening around me. I'm a little bit confused, a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit excited, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit. This, a little bit. No, those are the rules.
Okay.
I got to look at the chat here. I'm just wanted to say hi to a few people. Thank you, Rose and Ryan. The winner of the post is Ryan. And you're trying to win the painting. Oh, I see what you guys are doing. Oh, funny. Thank you, Krieg, for the super chat. AS wants to know, where can we find a Kinkade saber?
A Kinkade saber? I I got to be honest, brother. I know many things. I do. I'm not sure what a Kinkade saber is.
So a lightsaber. Well, I imagine some Star Wars. Yeah, come on, keep up. Here.
I gotta keep up. Wait
a minute. This could be a piece card right here. I mean,
this thing. I mean, there's the wheel, there's fire, and then there's this thing. I just love this. I don't even know where to find one of those, but I bet you at your local department stores you'd be able to find a Kinkade saber.
There you go. But I feel like this is art in and of itself right here. This with the wine saber. This is
the
brilliant.
Wine saber. Yes. The wine saber. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
maybe they're forged in fire. Maybe that could be the next thing they make.
Ooh. Do you have any say?
I have no say about anything, brother.
All right.
I'm really a pawn in the game of life. Little do I know about what fate awaits me, but there are those who do know, and they send me off to do battle. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop saying, you know what I'm saying. I think it's my catchphrase. I'm gonna kill that and go on to something different.
Is it to the kids at school, or the kids at school? Like, do they stop saying that, or no?
No, I didn't start saying it until just now. You seem to have. You're a very evocative personality. You just brought it out of me. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm evocative. All right, I love this. All right. Wait.
Hey, cheers. Here's to you, brother.
Yeah. Oh, cheers. This is great. All right, we'll take a sip. This is great. Okay. You know what else is great? We have art. We have art to talk about.
We do.
Okay. So first thing I want to do, the Instagram giveaway. This is the Wine Country Living. This is the one we are giving away.
Right.
Beautiful.
It is a beautiful piece.
It is.
It was created in 2018. Thomas Kinkade Studios did it, in the tradition of my brother's work. It's just an absolutely gorgeous piece. It brings to light the vineyard and the valley, and it's a sense of peace just immediately comes over when you can see it. The person who wins that is going to have a little vacation they can hang on their wall and take every day just by looking at it. That is my belief.
A vacation every day. So that sounds good. Okay. So what I'm gonna pop this in the chat, guys. If you want a direct link to it, there it is. Okay, that's that one. We,
Hmm.
we I can't just give it away yet. I can't announce the winner yet. We got to wait like at least 10, 15 more minutes, right?
We have got to build some tension,
Yeah. Okay. So go away.
anticipation,
Yeah.
anticipation.
So go away. Go away. You were lovely. But the other thing we have to do is I somehow got the honor of unveiling the newest piece. I'm just like me. You want me to unveil it?
That is high honor. There have been many illustrious people who got to unveil the piece. Ernie Banks got to unveil a piece.
Really?
Priscilla Presley got to unveil a piece, and now Max Glick gets to unveil a piece.
I'm in the company of Ernie Banks and Priscilla Presley.
You are, believe it or not. I was there to see both of them, and I'm here to see this. And you know what? I'm more excited about this than the others.
Wait, what did Ernie Banks unveil?
Chicago Wrigley Field.
Awesome, makes sense. For those of you that don't know, Ernie Banks, very famous Major League Baseball player.
Mr. Sunshine.
I actually love baseball, so it's one of my passions too. So like that's really cool.
I actually got to sit in the owner's box with him and watch opening day in Chicago.
Oh man.
How cool is that, man? That was one of the greatest ever. That deserves a sip.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Sitting in the owner's box with a baseball legend. Man, that is...
Life is wonderful. You don't know where you're going to end up during the day. And my life has been blessed in so many ways through my brother and the company and the wonderful people involved with it. It amazes me sometimes. It truly does. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I smile when I think about it. I look back and it just amazes me.
I'm sure. I mean, I honestly can't even imagine because when I hear the name Thomas Kinkade, it's like always been a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And to now be doing this is just weird. But to actually your brother, like that's got to be just incredible. And I think
I'm sort of like the Billy Carter of the art world. Or maybe the Tito Jackson of the music. I don't know. But I gotta say, I mean, growing up with Tom and watching his evolution as an artist was an absolute blessing and a privilege. And his whole goal as an artist was to communicate as far and wide, to touch as many hearts as possible. And I can't say how proud I am of it for having done that. He wasn't a perfect man by any stretch of the imagination. He always called himself a cracked vessel, but he always said that through a cracked vessel, light can shine. And it's poetic. He wanted to touch people, and he did it for as long as he could. We still get letters and letters and letters today about how his art has touched lives, made bad times better or good times even better yet. It's magic and it's miraculous. I truly believe it's part of God's plan.
And exactly, and that is what art is about. And I think when you can connect to people in that way, that's what it's about right there. And I feel really blessed to get to share, this with all of my cheesy poppers here because this is
I love that name, by the way. I truly do. I've been writing songs to it all day. Maybe we'll get to sing one later.
Well, you could sing my theme song, which is just Mr. Cheesy Pop. It's just Mr. Cheesy Pop.
That's it? Mr. Cheesy Pop.
Oh, man.
Mr. Cheesy Pop.
How good was
Mr.
it?
Cheesy Pop.
So I don't know if we need more lyrics at some point, but...
You and I are going to get together. We're going to spend a little time, come up with maybe a second line. It'll take us a few days, but, but there's got to be something that rhymes with pop.
Yeah, there is.
He took me to the hop. He took me to the hop. Yeah, a little bit happy days for us, huh? Maybe. Gotta.
Oh, you know what? I gotta say, my mom and dad are watching. So hi, Mom and Dad.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Yes, they are. My mom. I'm scrolling here in the comments. Oh, my mom said we got a Thomas Kinkade. Right. Yes, right. We have a Thomas Kinkade book. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Your mom does?
Yeah.
He's everywhere. He's like Bugs Bunny, man. I swear to God, this is a true story. I was driving from LA to Las Vegas, and you know that. You've probably driven that route. You know, there's just nothing out there. Desert on one side, mud flats on the other. There's nothing. And in the distance, I saw this little spot. I said, what could that be? And just a little further, oh, it's a billboard. A little further, it's a billboard for my brother's gallery in the next city. I mean, it was like in the middle of the desert. There's my brother's face 20 feet high. I mean, I can't get away from him. Open up a drawer and he pops out.
What?
The Bugs Bunny of the art world.
Yeah. So that's wild. Wait, is a gallery in between LA and Vegas? Is
There was one in Barstow. I don't think it's there anymore. But there was one in Barstow. To Barstow.
To Barstow!
To Barstow!
I've been to the McDonald's in Barstow.
Was it an experience you will forever remember?
Yeah, it's like a real old-fashioned McDonald's. Like, it's got some sort of history, and I don't remember what.
Did it have the real golden arches, the double golden arches?
I don't remember. I just know I've been there. It was on a Vegas trip, so I don't.
Hey, what happens in McDonald's Barstow stays in McDonald's.
Exactly.
Barstow.
Oh, on that note, I have to unveil this painting.
Oh yeah. This is a great painting.
We got to do this. We have to do this.
I'm looking forward to it.
So, okay. So, well, a proper cheers to this painting. Before we unveil this, let's just have a proper cheers and a sip. Thank you so much. And to Thomas.
To Tom. Cheers.
Okay. I get to unveil this, which is really neat. And I've got it right here. It's literally right here next to me. And wait till you guys see this. This is really something. So this is called Peaceful Valley Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick this up right now. You ready for this? This is no joke.
And I want to tell the folks, this is a small one. This is what we call a desktop version.
This is the brand new Thomas Kinkade Peaceful Valley Vineyard. It's gorgeous.
It is. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. This is like honestly stunning. And look at this. Oh, everything that you loved about what Tom used to do with light is absolutely captured here. The Thomas Kinkade studios are just absolutely wonderful artists carrying on the traditions that my brother started. And that depth of field and the dappling of light, it's just gorgeous, just wonderful.
Yeah, because, so your brother, this is like, the style of your brother is captured so well here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, and you can see like in the clouds and how do you have any idea how he actually was able to create such depth and color?
Yeah, there was a school of luminous artists that worked in the late 1800s in the Hudson River Valley School, Albert Bierstadt and Tom Moran, a whole variety of them. Tom just became enamored of that particular style of art. And people always ask, is there some sort of gimmick in it that creates that Kinkade glow? And there isn't. It's just a mastery of understanding color and light, juxtaposing certain colors up against one another, overlaying colors so there's certain saturations. My brother, I would sit in the studio with him and he would explain it to me and explain it to me. Unfortunately, I'm not smart like he was, and I would just go, "Oh, really?" To me, it was, it's just sort of magic. It's just sort of magic. When you lower the lights on a given Kinkade piece, the internal lights come on, and you get this depth of field. It's almost like you can put your hand inside the painting, and it's just gorgeous. And the Kinkade studios absolutely understand what my brother so willingly and wonderfully created, this idea of light, not only in terms of the mechanics of light, but the sense of spirit in the painting. There's a metaphor in light too that's really important in terms of Tom's message, that there's peace and there's tranquility and there's hope in the world and there's beauty to be had. And we live in a crazy time right now, and who doesn't need that in their lives?
Correct. We do need it, and this is just. I mean, it's stunning. Like, it does feel like you can reach in and grab one of those like hot air balloons.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned the balloons because I really like that. When you look at some of my brother's past work, this is the studios, but when you look at my brother's past work, oftentimes he'll paint sets of four. Like if he's painting a lighthouse, there'll be four sailing ships on the horizon. Or if he's painting a garden, there'll be four birds in the sky. And he had four daughters. And all that tradition of the four comes through in this particular piece. And the balloons are at different levels away from the viewpoint. Like my brother's daughters were moving out of the house and moving on in their lives. And he always used that as metaphor for a parent losing the child, but them going off into a glorious horizon, them going off into the excitement that would be their lives. So I like that the studio picked up on that and it's carrying that forward in terms of tradition. It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I just, it's an amazing piece. It really is. And
your arms, you must have like Popeye arms. Your forearms are swelling with blood right now because you're holding that thing.
I know. I got to pop the link in, guys. Here, this is the link to the new painting. I just popped that into the chat right there, guys. If you, there you go. Perfect. And I gotta show everybody something like really special. So I've got okay. This is, I don't know if you can see this.
I don't know if you're handling the painting or the painting's handling you, brother. I gotta say.
So I don't know if you can see this, but in the corner here, can you see this? Can you see where it says, I got the first one. Can you see that? It says 1.
Oh, you got number 1, man. That's exciting. That really makes that a rarefied piece.
I got number 1.
It truly does.
When I opened this up and I saw number 1, my jaw hit the floor. So it's really exciting. I don't think I've ever had.
The numbering system is fun for a lot of reasons, but mostly it creates a sense of urgency and collectability about a particular piece. All of the Kinkade studio pieces, all of the paintings coming out of the company, they look, the quality's there, they look the same, so you get that same excitement. But those little nuances, like having the number 1, mean a lot to the collector base overall. So it's kind of exciting to have that. I'm glad that you do, man. There's nobody more deserving than a number 1 of a wine country than Max Glick, man. That's what I've been saying that. I'm saying that and saying that. And to the day, that'll be on my tombstone. Max Glick deserved number 1.
Cheers to this. As I balance this painting on my lap, I'm going to also have a sip. Watch this.
Ooh. You are a talented man. Mm-hmm. You got mad skills.
I'm gonna put it down though, just for a moment. We'll pop it back in eventually. But oh my gosh,
beautiful piece, truly a beautiful piece.
Gorgeous. I said, I put it down there, and there's light from outside that's actually hitting it. I'm gonna pop it up a little bit later as more of I've got like sun that blinds me. In about like 15 minutes, the sun could be blinding. So then we'll see extra light on this thing. It could be really, really cool, actually. So that'll be fun. I want to. So okay, guys, because you are here and watching this, okay, you guys go to this link I'm about to pop in. Okay, there it is. ThomasKinkade.com/Wine Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday.
You like that?
I do. A certain panache, man. You've got style in buckets.
Thanks. So this is special just for you guys. $20 off your order of 50 or more, and it's valid through April 14th. That's a deal. So go to that link that I just put in, and if you want to get something, this next week is the time, because I'm giving you, and
courtesy of Max.
Yeah, courtesy of Cheesy Pop and
Cheesy Pop.
Yeah,
you sound a little like Christopher Walken when you say that.
Did I?
Cheesy Pop.
Oh, that's pretty.
I got a fever and I need more cowbell.
That's pretty cool. I like that. You guys get $20 off 50, and that's really neat. And besides the wine, I especially know you guys love the Thomas Kinkade Disney collection, and
Hmm.
I think that's how a lot. I mean, that's how a lot of us came to Thomas Kinkade. I feel like, especially in my community here,
Hmm.
um, the Thomas Kinkade Disney collection, which I'm gonna pop in a link right now in the chat, and you guys can go a direct link right to the Disney collection right here. How good is that?
You're
Uh,
on your game. You are really impressing me, man. Cheers. Exactly. Cheers.
it's just the juice, you know. Gives me life.
Hey, the it is a delight, man. I gotta say, you never have too
Yeah.
much red in your life.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that beautiful? That's good stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You feeling it in your when you have a sip? Do you feel it like here, or do you feel, like where do you feel the dryness of it?
Yeah, on the roof of my tongue and on the insides of my cheeks.
Yeah, all them tannins.
Is that what it is? It's the tannins doing that to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And here I thought it was just the anticipation of another half hour with you, man.
Hey! Oh man, yeah. So the Disney connection
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
talk about because I just popped that Disney art in there, and oh, they're already talking about it in the chat here. So
The work Tom did with Disney is just absolutely wonderful. It really is. He always called Disney one of his heroes in art. Norman Rockwell was certainly one. Albert Bierstadt was certainly one. Rembrandt was certainly one. There are a long list of artists that he was very, very attuned to and saw their value both in terms of artistic merit, but also in terms of impact on society at large. And he had an immense amount of respect and uh, love of Disney. And Disneyland's 50th anniversary came up, and my dad had always taken my brother and I on these road trips down to Disneyland. It's just a chance for the boys to bond. A little bit frightening. I think my dad loved Disneyland more than Tom and I in certain ways. He actually had a map of Disneyland in his glove box in his car. I mean, he had the map of California, a map of the United States, and a map of Disneyland. Like if he got lost on Main Street and ended up in Fantasy World, he could pull it out of his car and see it. But painting Disney for Tom at the start was an homage to my father and the love he had for him. But it went so far beyond that. There's just sort of a natural affinity between the Disney collector and the Kinkade collector. They tend to share the same values, the same outlooks, the same sense of aesthetic and what have you. And the work that Tom did or the studios did in relation to Disney is just absolutely off the chart wonderful. I like the idea of the epic narrative that Tom came up with. What he did in those is try to capture an entire film on a single canvas. So when you get your Disney canvas, you can explore it. And if you like Peter Pan, you see the Lost Boys and Captain Hook and Tinkerbell and the Mermaid Lagoon and just everything that made that film wonderful, you'd see on a single canvas. And it's true of most of those created in that particular collection called the Disney Dreams Collection.
yes, I got the Peter Pan. I have the Peter Pan, and they're flying over the city, and they're like, this is gorgeous stuff. And so like, was Disney? So your dad was the big Disney fan.
My dad was a big Disney fan. Of course, he translated that to Tom and I. We became absolute fans. And truthfully, my mother was also a big fan. And we grew up in a little town called Placerville. And in Placerville, there's two theaters. There's the Empire Theater downtown on Main Street, and there's the Se Rancho Drive-In. And every Saturday matinee, this is back when a movie would come in for a week. One movie would come in for a week and it'd stay all week, but there'd be a matinee of children's films. And Tom and I would always walk down to the matinee and we'd see the Disney classics there. Or my mother would take us out to the Se Rancho Drive-In. She had an old Ford F-100 pickup truck, and she put a mattress down in the back, and she'd pop a bunch of popcorn because we really couldn't afford to buy it. She put it in those big paper sacks that get greasy, and the grease would come through. And we'd sit in the back of the pickup truck, and we'd watch all the Disney classics in that drive-in. It was just, it's magic. And it had a major impact on Tom, particularly the film Pinocchio. He loved that film. He to the day he died, he talked about the sophistication of the animation. You got to remember too, this is all back when everything was hand drawn.
Right.
But like for that one scene, I don't want to belabor the point, but where the whale comes up out of the water and all the water's falling off his face. The whale's face is getting larger, the water's falling off, and all the water has to change proportionality too. That single scene must have taken 10,000 cells to hand draw. Think back to the dedication of those animators in creating that. It's an absolute masterwork.
Wow. Yeah. It's yes. I mean, how did they do that? Yeah. So that's where it all started, watching the Disney classics and
spending time with our father on the road, going down to Disneyland. Yeah.
So when would you say that you when did you go to Disneyland? Do you remember like being there for as a kid? Like
I do. I do. I mean, my dad took us literally every year.
Wow.
My dad had, a hot feet. He liked to travel about. I used to do road trips with my boys just because my dad used to do road trips with Tom and I. But we'd always end up at Disney. My grandmother used to live in, it was called Sunset Trailer Park. And that property is probably worth $1 billion now. But back then, it was just a little trailer park that was within walking distance of the front gates of Disneyland. So we'd pull into my grandma's trailer and all of us would sleep there overnight. And my dad would get us up early in the morning. This is back when you had ticket books. Everybody, people my age remember the e-ticket, but we had these old ticket books and he always had like 20 of them in his glove box because we never used the A and B tickets. That's like Mr. Lincoln Speaks or the Main Street Cars or something like that. But he pulled those out in hopes that Tom and I would suddenly want to see Mr. Lincoln speak 10 times in a row. But we'd get the ticket books and we'd go in and just love that park. My dad particularly loved Fantasyland. And the Peter Pan ride was always my favorite, where you get in the boat and you fly up over Big Ben. But my dad loved Dumbo for some reason, the flying elephant thing.
Really?
I'm serious. It was hysterical because I would always be in the Dumbo behind him and Tom would be in the Dumbo in front of him. And here was this 50-year-old dude with this big dark mustache, that's crammed into this little flying elephant, making machine gun noises.
Yeah.
That's I mean, all the other parents were horrified, but for me, it was just another day at Disney with my dad.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Your dad is rope dropping Dumbo. I love this. Straight to Dumbo, kids. Let's go.
It was like Schwarzenegger. Get to the Dumbo. Get to the chopper.
This is so good. People have their like thing that they do at rope drop. It's like, I gotta get, some people book it straight to Peter Pan. These days it's like, I book it to Galaxy's Edge now with Star Wars. And but so.
Well, don't make me bring out my lightsaber again.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah. Where's that?
You want to hear it one more time, man? I know you like it.
Yeah, go.
Also got kind of a Matrix thing going on. I lean back and it's kind of.
I have a lightsaber.
You got one, man?
Like
we can have a duel later on.
Yeah, I made one at Disneyland at Galaxy's Edge because they do that now.
Hey, how is that? I haven't got to see that yet. Is it cool? Is it as good as everybody says it is?
Oh yeah, that's neat. Yeah, it's amazing. It's totally insane. Like beyond insane. Yes.
Definite bucket list thing for Star Wars people, huh?
Oh yeah. It's like yeah. You when you walk into that place, like I remember when I walked into that land for the first time, it's just sort of like, it's like one of those like, how did they do this? Like no. So yeah, and making the lightsaber is really neat. Actually, they take you through this whole sort of ritual, the whole show, and they take you through the whole ritual. You get to you put the pieces together, and it's
so you're like an honorary Jedi now. You didn't want to say it. Not everybody gets to be one, but you made it, my friend. Because I'm sort of like Baby Yoda.
Oh, yes. Yes, you are.
Now it's all coming together.
Yeah.
Quick swirl of the wine says so.
Yeah. Look at me.
Cheers, brother.
I'm beating you, by the way. Yeah.
Hey, this is my second glass. I poured off camera.
All right, we got to catch up then.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I thought I was beating you, and he's like, "Nah, I snuck a second glass off camera." I'm happy. I'm really happy that you like this. That's
Oh, I know it is. It is very, very. I would purchase this. As a matter of fact, I probably will seek it out because my friends will want to know what it tastes like.
good. If you need any more tips, I am here for you. Recommendations. I've had a lot of like insanely great wine, especially in the last year. So
What is the best bottle you've had? If you were going to recommend one bottle, 1 year, what would be that bottle in year, man?
that's you put me on. Oh, it's a lot of pressure. That's so difficult, but I I would say. Well, here's the thing. It kind of depends on what you like. So, if as far as Cabernet Sauvignon, Silverado, they're like this. They make amazing stuff. They have one called that's like a giant step up called Silverado Solo. That's like
Hmm.
their
Like Han Solo?
yes. You got a theme. Um, that's like crazy exceptional stuff right there. And then there's another insanely good one in Napa called Hall.
Hmm.
Wines, and they specialize in cab, and that's pretty special too. So
Do you like the California wines?
I do. Yes, Napa is what made me fall in love with wine because it just was like, oh wow, yeah, okay, so that's what it's supposed to taste like.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do prefer the Napa wines, but it's not to say I don't also really enjoy like the Italian and the French, and I'm
Right,
trying to explore more.
right.
But it's I don't know. I don't know. There's something about our California wines that
Yeah.
I
When Tom painted his first painting dealing with the vineyard, it was called Abundant Harvest, and that actually was of Napa Valley. He used to love going there. It's a place for him to relax and just sort of get away from it all in relation to the hectic schedule they used to keep. The later pieces, the pieces done by the studio, they don't necessarily identify a single place. It could be any
right.
vineyard that means something to you, speaks to your heart personally. That's what's important to them. But Tom did indeed love Napa, and it's so beautiful over there. Placerville is 120 miles from San Francisco. I went to Berkeley for college, and as Tom did, and we spent a lot of time in the whole Bay Area. Again, whenever I talk about this or think about this, it just tugs at my heartstrings. It really does. It's my hometown. It's my home. I'm a homeboy to
Right.
Northern Cal, NorCal.
Yeah, NorCal. Yeah, you are. You NorCal. I mean, and the it is beautiful up in NorCal. Oh, you know what's doing? Okay, the sun is peeking in. I'm gonna look at this. Look at this. Do you see
Oh
how
my goodness.
do you see how the sun is hitting this now?
It's gorgeous. You're starting to get that Kinkade light effect where the shadow and light really start to play off each other, and it looks real. I particularly like the dappling of light that you get in the front part of the painting as you go down that road. It just is absolutely gorgeous. It really is compositionally. It's just a majestic piece.
This is like I knew this would happen at this time of day too. I was like, how are we going to deal with the light situation tonight? Ooh, it could play to our advantage.
Do you have a place where you might hang it?
Yeah, you know what? I had this thing up above my TV already, so I had it on the wall and I took it down just for this, you know. So yeah,
Well,
I already have a place. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's like, all right, well, I gotta take. I put it up, and then I said, oh, wait a minute, I actually got to take it down because I got to show this thing off.
mhm. Well, you need to post a picture of yourself wherever you hang it. I'd like to see a picture of you smiling next to it.
I could do that. I could certainly do that. You know, people. I totally teased this the other night, and I don't know if anyone caught it because I filmed a little Instagram story of
Mhm.
my like TV screen. Like it was something with baseball. I don't know. I do that sometimes, and you totally could see it. And I was like, did I just unveil it? But no, I don't know.
You're a big baseball guy, huh?
I am. I
What's your team? The Dodgers, I guess.
Well, so I got a real cool story. So I grew up in New York. I'm from Long
Hmm.
Island. And so I was always a Yankee fan. The Yankees.
Hmm.
But my dad, uh, when he was a little kid, he was a Brooklyn Dodger fan. He grew up in Brooklyn, and so that was always like an influence in my life too. But I chose the Yankees as a kid. That was my team. But I've been in LA for 14 years, and so the Dodgers have always kind of been like my 1A team now. It's
Hmm.
yeah.
I'm going to make a recommendation to you.
All right.
Tom painted Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium. If you're a Yankee fan, find that piece on the web someplace and just sit back and enjoy it. It's beautiful. And he painted Dodger Stadium. So you could, if you looked hard enough, find both Kinkade Yankee Stadium and Kinkade Dodger Stadium, and all of that, the lighting effect and all the fun that is contained in a studio piece or my brother's work is there
Really?
for your personal story in baseball.
No way.
I
did not know that. I I gotta find me some Thomas Kinkade baseball. Oh my gosh, yes. We gotta find that. That is that's cool.
I have a baseball that you remember Vita Blue?
I do. Yes, I know the name. Yes.
Yeah, he signed it. We were sitting there. My brother just ran into him, and my brother signed it, and Vita Blue signed it. It's one of my favorite little mementos of my brother and this whole weird journey I've been on. It's just fun.
I love that. Oh, Janelle wants to know. Hi, Janelle. Thanks. Are you a Giants fan since you're from NorCal?
I got to admit, I am. I truly do love the Giants. I've been living in Fort Worth, Texas now for 30 years or so. So I do have a little bit of Rangers blood floating around in me somewhere. But I got to say, I've loved the Giants back. I remember John Montefiasco, and I remember Willie McCovey. I remember Willie Mays. I mean, that's when I started watching. My sister was a huge, huge baseball fan. And we used to have a little black and white TV that sat on, bent metal table. And every Saturday morning, there'd be a baseball game on at 11 o'clock. My sister would sit there and we'd watch. And it was always about the Giants and what this team or that team meant to the Giants in relation to their overall record and that sort of thing.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a Giants fan, I got to admit. But I love all of baseball.
Yeah.
I got a heart for the Cubs, too. I truly do.
Awesome. I mean, like, I love it so much too. It's literally, now that the season started, it's literally always on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just have baseball on in the background no matter what at the time of year, because it's just I'm.
Yeah, I just meant, and baseball too is just one of those things that it's so much more than the game in front of you. It's just the whole experience of the park and sitting there on a summer day, and you got your hot dog, you got your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? It's
the greatest thing in the world. I missed it so much last year going to, Dodger Stadium or, it is, I can't wait to get back. Like I'm so excited to get back. Because baseball and Disney are like my two big things that I love. So it's, yeah.
What's your favorite ride at Disneyland, man? First off, are you Disneyland or Disney World?
Well, I went to World first because I was from New York. Mm-hmm. So when we took the family vacations, it was to Florida. Just made sense. But Disneyland is the best.
Yeah, I'll tell people this. I mean, I've been to actually a few of the Disneylands now. I've been fortunate to do that. But when people talk about the Magic Kingdom in Disney World versus Disneyland, the one in Disneyland is so much richer than the one in Disney World. And people don't realize it, but Disney World was built all at once. Disneyland was built over 50, 60 years. And so they could take that. If you look at It's a Small World, there are more puppets in the Disneyland one than there are in the Disney World one. If you look at Pirates of the Caribbean, in Disney World, there's one waterfall. In Disneyland, there's two waterfalls. It's just the Magic Kingdom of Disneyland. Nothing will ever change that in my heart.
Every single thing is just so much, as you said, richer. It's more detailed. It's like they spend more time on this. And you can see the difference. And yeah, so Disneyland for me, for sure. But I do love Epcot, and I love Animal Kingdom. And what's so cool with Epcot? They have the Festival of the Arts now, which Thomas Kinkade is actually part of. And I love seeing, you know, the Thomas Kinkade Disney stuff at Epcot, like that's pretty neat.
Oh, it is. And you're right about Disney World. I mean, there's just so much variety there. It's overwhelming. It's all the different parks and what have you. It's just about the Magic Kingdom. For those Disney purists that really want that sort of essential experience, everybody, even if you got access to Disney World all the time, everybody's got to get to Disneyland at least once.
That's where the real magic lies.
Mm-hmm. It's the core. It's the lodestone of the magic.
It is. Do you see this light? I gotta close my blinds in a second here because it's gonna blind me. But I want to just pop this up again while we have this weird light here, because you can see from the blinds how it's doing weird things.
I love it.
Okay.
Absolutely love it.
Okay, wait. I need to adjust the blinds. Hang tight. Drink your wine. Entertain the folks. And I'll be right back. Yeah, I got it. We got to do this. Look at that.
I will get him singing soon. I promise you all. But just as a taste, my rendition of Kiss the Girl. There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her.
You don't know why, but you're dying to try.
When Scuttle comes in, I don't know why I'm fascinated with
that. Was so good. Wow,
whenever I get an opportunity, I sing it for the folks. I don't know.
That was great. Wow. That was really good.
Hey man, somebody's got to do Scuttle. I guess it's going to be me.
No, that is. You got some skills. You know, so you know, like I'm a voice actor too. That's what.
Yeah, I heard about that. What are some of the things that you've been in, man?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in all sorts of things. You know, so I've done work for like Nickelodeon, Hasbro. You know the one company that has still not hired me is Disney, of course. One day, but
I'm gonna talk to them.
Yeah, right. But I do a lot of stuff for kids. Honestly, I've recorded like over 100 audiobooks, mostly in that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, and they're mostly in that age, that like young to teen.
You a lover of kids?
Yeah, it's like what?
Are you a lover of kids? You like kids?
I mean, they're cool. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, they're really cool. You know, so and so I just and they learn a lot of like weird facts from my voice these days now.
I gotta say, I mean, seeing the world through a child's eyes is a miraculous thing. It truly is. You forget how beautiful things are, how innocent they are, how pristine they can be. But when you talk to a kid, I spent the time with this one little girl, and she's absolutely wonderful and a light in my life, and her abilities to talk about the world around her. It really is. It's a beautiful thing. It
is. Yeah. When I talk to, because kids will come up to me like in the old day. Well, it's just hasn't happened in a while because the world changed. But like when kids come up to me at like Disneyland and stuff, and they're just like, Mr. Cheesy Pop. It's like, oh, it is pretty neat. Yeah.
You have a T-shirt that says Mr. Cheesy Pop on it?
What?
You have a T-shirt that says Mr. Cheesy Pop on it?
Oh, I do. Yeah, we got merch. We got merch.
You got merch? I'm gonna get me some.
What do you want? What shirt do you want? We got Cheesy Pop. We got Mr. Cheesy Pop. We got Wine Wednesday. We've got merch for all the things.
What's your website? Is it under winewednesday.com or where would I go to find this?
MrCheesyPop.com.
MrCheesyPop.com.
And we also sell stuff at it's just me. And I also have stuff at tpublic.com/MrCheesyPop. It's all 35% off right now, by the way, guys.
Oh.
Just for you guys, it's a night of deals. It
is a night of deals.
Like
we're stacking them deep and selling them cheap right now.
That's
Cheesy
right.
Pop, everything.
There you go, $20 off your purchase of 50 at Thomas Kinkade 35% off Cheesy Pop merch. What a night. Mm. I gotta give this thing away too.
Oh yeah. That's right.
We gotta do that too. All right.
Excited about that.
Okay. We got everyone in the chat is, by the way, let me just tell you something, Pat. I gotta just tell you this. The chat is loving you. Like,
well, tell them I love them back. However you talk to your chat, reach out and tell each and every one of them I'm going to give them a big wet one.
You just talked to them yourself, so I don't really have to tell them.
Oh, well, folks, you heard it here. I'm the horse's mouth. or something like that.
So Abby here says, tell Pat he's officially invited to our Cheesy Pop Park meetup in the future. We love him.
Keep me informed. If I'm in town, I will definitely come. I love meeting people, and the joy in life. I love seeing the sites. Everybody wants to see the sites, but it's meeting the people and experiencing their understanding of the sites and what the world means to them. And I dig that. If anybody out there, listen to me. I'm going to use my echo voice. If you're out there, invite me.
That's good. I like that.
I just
that a lot.
Made that up.
Yeah,
that's my new character, the echo voice man.
That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah. If you're out there. We would be in different. Yeah, I like that.
We could be like the echo voice twins. We got that could be a new T-shirt.
Oh, go yes. Let's do it. Yes.
We're going to.
For the next, yes, like
you're thinking, oh no, it won't happen. I'm saying, oh yes, it will. Cheers, brother.
Should we give this away?
I think we should, man. The folks have been good. They deserve a present.
Okay. Oh, wait, before we do this, I'm just like, guys, before I give this away, if you have any questions, can you take some questions, by the way? Is that
sure?
Okay.
Absolutely.
If you have any questions, pop them in the chat, and so that I can see it. Just write like question in all caps right before.
Question.
Question.
Mr. Echo Voice came back.
For Pat.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. What do you teach? Yeah, that was a big question right here already.
I am a professor of criminal justice at Texas Christian University. I teach organized crime and sociology of corrections, and a class called Critical Issues in Criminal Justice, where we look at all of the crazy controversies that exist out in the criminal justice sphere, and I try to untangle them and allow people to formulate informed opinions about them.
I love this. Criminal justice.
It is kind of a strange counterpoint to my
right?
my other existence.
How did that happen?
You really want to know?
Yes.
I could tell you the story.
People.
You ready?
I'll
do it quick.
Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay. I read a book called Helter Skelter when I was a kid. It was about the Manson family, and I became fascinated with crime.
Yeah.
But then time went on to kind of put that aside, and I decided I wanted to become a naval pilot. Why did I want to become a naval pilot? Because I saw Officer and a Gentleman, and I thought if I became a naval pilot, I would become Richard Gere. Doesn't really work that way, I found out. But when I went to sign the papers, they said, okay, son, you're ours for 8 years. And, at that point, I hadn't been committed to anything more than like 8 weeks. And 8 years seemed like an eternity.
It does.
So I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go get my PhD instead. And I got my PhD in something called social ecology, which is basically applied sociology. And applied sociology, look at a social problem and try to find a way to break it down within the community as opposed to looking at it from the ivory tower. And I looked at the functioning of the criminal justice system in California. And TCU at the time was looking for a research methodologist, somebody who understands how to do research, and a criminologist, somebody who understands crime theory and the workings of the criminal justice system. And they looked at my dissertation and said, aha, he's both. I really wasn't, but they said, aha, he's both. And they hired me. And since that time, I've just become more and more attuned to the world of criminology and criminal justice. And who doesn't love organized crime? I mean, really, The Godfather, Goodfellas, come on.
It's exactly. Are you never gonna
Let
run
us
out of
be
things to talk
frank.
about?
You never come by for coffee.
Oh, we got the Godfather going on now. This is wow.
I'm now the Mr. Echo voice and the Mafia Don, the
I
two
love
major
it.
characters in my life.
Oh my gosh, we love this. Well, that's really like fascinating. And at TCU, you're a horned frog.
Exactly. Good job. Yeah, I am a horn frog. I
You're a
am a
horned
horn
frog.
frog.
I know my stuff. I mean, yeah, I know
You do, bro. You do. By nature, I'm a Golden Bear fan from Berkeley, but I gotta admit it. After 30 years, the Horned Frogs kind of won my heart,
horned
and
frog.
it's a tough call. They've actually played each other. They're supposed to play each other last year, but the pandemic took that away. But I was just absolutely split. I was gonna have to paint my body, one side blue and gold, the other side purple and white.
Purple, yeah, right, yeah. No, I know all this stuff. I went to Boston College, so I'm an
You
Eagle.
did? My son went to Boston College.
Oh my God, what? This is crazy.
We
Oh
are
my-
related.
Cheers to cheers. Oh my gosh, what?
What? I like that. What?
Yes, we are BC. We are BC.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
This is beautiful. We got to talk more about this. That's
Doug
amazing.
Flutie went there, right?
Doug Flutie. That's
Yeah.
right. So one of the Doug Flutie, of course, the famous Hail Mary. You learn
The flutester.
Yeah, you learn about that like when you're at freshman orientation. They're talking about Doug Flutie. I'm like, I know. I'm a sports fan. I know about Doug Flutie because
Have you ever met the man?
no, I never met Doug Flutie. That'd
Oh,
be neat.
I'm gonna work that for you, Doug. If
All
you're
right.
out there, and I know you are,
Yeah,
you got Max Glick, and he's looking for you.
that'd be sweet. Doug Flutie.
The word's gonna go out. Everybody here, text 5 people that you know that Max wants to meet Doug. Eventually, he'll get to Doug, and it will happen. He will call in. Everybody who's listening to my voice right now, 5 people. That's all I ask. Say, do you know Doug Flutie? Somebody. We're 7 people away from anybody. We're gonna get Doug and Max together. This is my gift to him tonight. Come on, it's the night of deals. It's the night of deals.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, J-Brad just wrote Flutie Flakes in the chat there. Yeah, that's true. Guys, if you don't know who Doug Flutie is, Doug Flutie was the quarterback at Boston College. This is going back to like the 80s though, but he's really famous for throwing this famous Hail Mary pass. BC beat Miami. It's a huge deal. And
Great
Doug
quarterback, great leader. Yeah.
Yes, and Doug Flutie's awesome. He played in the NFL too for his team, Bills. Yeah. And he's awesome, and so he's like our legend at BC, and we love Doug Flutie. I love this.
We all need our legends, brother.
I love this. There's so many questions. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. The answer is boxers. I'm just gonna exit stage right or left, whatever this is. Yeah, okay.
No one asked that, but you volunteered.
Well, I assumed the obvious didn't come. Bad on me, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, Leilani just said, can we keep them forever? Thanks, Leilani. Yeah.
I'm here forever. I'm never leaving. That was what you read that caveat in my contract, right? I'm not going away. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a contract. I'm a free agent.
I should have drawn something up, man. Look at this. Amanda said, "Fun to send Mr. Kinkade a Cheesy Pop T-shirt and get him back on the show again. We love him. You are a big hit."
Oh man, I'm feeling squishy inside. You know what that means? Time for Pepto. No.
Did you say Pepto?
Pepto-Bismol, man. Squishy inside.
I'm a Tums guy.
Oh, you're a Tums dude? I was thinking that about you. I walked in the room, I saw you, said, he's a Tums dude.
Well, you don't know. Like, I eat some weird stuff, like, as part of what I do on YouTube is when I go to like Disney parks and whatnot, and I try all this weird food. I gotta, like, the last thing I ate, I had this video. The last video I put up is me eating this. I don't even like to talk about it. This it's a corn dog, but
Oh.
it's a pickle dog. So it's a corn dog, the batter, and then they
Mm-hmm.
stuffed a hot dog inside a pickle. They hollowed out a pickle. They put a
Whoa.
hot dog in it, and then they deep fried it in batter.
That, my friend, sounds a bit hellacious.
And then
I would eat it. Don't get me wrong.
And okay, but then the dipping sauce that they provide for this thing is peanut butter.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that is a new page in every gastronomic text I've ever read. The peanut butter pickle hot dog confabulation. Is that the weirdest you ever eaten?
I think so. I've had some weird stuff, but I think that one won the day because I was so it was disgusting. That was just.
That was beyond the pale.
I mean, I've eaten some real bad things like the
You travel
popcorn.
internationally? Do you ever travel internationally?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a bunch of weird. Internationally, what's the strangest thing you ever ate?
I haven't been, so I've been to like Europe, so it's not like,
Not too hellacious. You haven't done the insect
Yeah.
thing yet, or any of that?
No. It's more that like Disney comes up with these weird concoctions sometimes, like that,
I'm
and
telling
that
you, man. I'm
like
telling you.
popcorn, tequila, lemonade. That was a disaster. Ah,
Texas State Fair, they deep
Oh.
fry everything. Truly, they have. There was one year that did deep fried butter. I kid you not, deep fried butter. It's yeah, that, my friend, is a rough nugget to swallow.
see a nugget, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that is the kind of thing that I would be. Yeah, that's how I felt with this pickle dog massacre. Yeah, it was.
I want a pickle dog massacre. I haven't had dinner yet. It sounded pretty good. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
find a place that serves them up.
You want to try it? I mean,
I do. You said you got this at Disney?
I did.
Yeah. What part of Disney did you find it?
It was in downtown Disney. They have
Downtown Disney.
this
All
corn
right.
dog part, and it is.
Dude, on your recommendation, I'm going to seek that out. And I'll
Mhm.
take pictures of myself and give them to you to spread to our community. To let
That's
them know
it.
that I ate the pickle hot dog deep fried thing with peanut butter sauce.
Yeah. That
Mm-mm-mm.
see that set me over the edge where I already on my first bite was like Then when I dipped it in the peanut butter, I just was. I can. You know what's crazy? I can still like taste it.
Really?
You know what?
I want you to tell me the truth, man. I want you to tell me the truth. Did you finish it?
No.
Oh, you didn't finish it? Oh, brother, you got to finish it.
I couldn't. I hated it. I
I like that vibrato in your voice when you said it. I hated it.
yeah. I mean, it was just.
Yeah.
No.
It takes a special human being to want that, I got to say. But I'm in. You said it exists, so I'm going to seek it out. I will find it.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are in on it.
Well, apparently, because it exists. So if it exists, somebody must want it.
Yeah, I think there are people that actually do like it, so that's fine. We got way off topic. I was asking for questions, and
Oh, yeah.
now
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
oh yeah, there. Oh, and I got to give away this thing. Wait, okay. We got to give away the painting.
Mm-hmm.
We have to give away the painting.
Okay. But wait, there's more.
Oh, yes. This is a good. Okay, you know what? Oh, this is a good question, Miniature Missy. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay,
Miniature Missy? I like that.
Miniature Missy. We love Miniature Missy.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we give out this painting, this is a great way to go into this.
This is the segue we're looking for.
Yeah, this is awesome. What is something special you wish more people knew or understood about your brother? Oh, I love this.
You know, I would say his philanthropic heart. He did so much through his paintings that it's an absolutely wonderful thing, like I said, to experience how people view his work and how it impacts their life. But beyond his paintings, his company and the work that is done, I mean, 9/11 relief, hospitals in Latvia, hospitals in Central America. There was so much being poured out in a very practical way through my brother's efforts, through the Thomas Kinkade Company's, Art Brand Studios efforts to do good by the world. Yep. It's easy to talk about it. It's more difficult to do it, but Tom would step up to the plate every time as an individual, as a representative of his company. He really did. Now, he wouldn't brag about it. He wouldn't talk about it. It wouldn't be part of his, his usual conversation. But I've never been more proud of him in relation to that. The practical impact he had on the lives of so many people in so much need. And truthfully, when he would occasionally call me and ask me to do things for company, one thing or another. And every time he did, I would step up because I knew that somehow I would be part of a greater good. And I want to say this to everybody out there too. All the Kinkade collectors, all the people who enjoy my brother's work, you're all part of that. That sort of impact, that sort of generosity can't happen unless we all pull together. And the Kinkade community, as the Disney community does, quite frankly, does that sort of stuff. Totally. It pulls together and it has major impact on society and the community. And I like I said, I just wish people understood that more about Tom. He never tooted his own horn, so to speak, but ultimately, so proud of him for that. So proud, truly.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We love. I mean, we love this. I think there's such a natural sort of connection here with the Disney community and the Kinkade community. This community right here.
This community. I mean, we were talking just before we came on about the idea of Wine for a Cause, and that the charity that's working towards pediatric cancer. And I just love the fact that immediately you kind of caught on to it and became interested in it, and it would fit very nicely in relation.
Yeah. Because Pat and I, before we got on tonight, we were talking about this Wine for a Cause. He just brought it up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on board." And we're going to talk about this more, but later we'll talk about this more. But Wine for a Cause is something I had not heard about, but it sounded amazing to me. Yeah. And if it's pediatric cancer, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, we gotta learn more about this and get it out there to the Cheesy Pop community," because I know how much you guys have done for the different causes that I've brought to your attention in the last year, and that would be amazing. Yeah,
it's wonderful. I mean this sincerely when I talk about this and think about this a lot. We live in a world with increased tribalism, and it saddens me because truthfully, we're all the same people. I mean, we really are. And then we can have our political debates. We can chat about anything that you want, but ultimately, good outshines all of that.
That's right.
And it brings us together to do great things. The pandemic will pass. The troubles in this country will pass because essentially we're good people, and I think essentially most people are.
Yes. I think so too. I really do believe that as well. I really, really do. It's as evidenced by the people that are part of this community. I know. I know it. I mean, yeah.
And we need to raise a glass to that, brother. Give me a cheers on that.
That is it. Yes. Cheers to that. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
It is good wine, bro. Well done, sir.
Never steer your
Bravo.
wrong. Hey, okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I like clap there. I would do the slow clap, but I thought you deserved the polite clap better.
Yeah, exactly. You have a lightsaber clap.
The lightsaber clap. Boom.
All right. I got
the painting, my friend.
One of you guys is gonna win this. One of you guys is gonna win this. All right. So we're gonna position this right here. I'm gonna open this little app up here. I've got this like Instagram contest pick app thing.
Mhm.
So when I run an Instagram contest, I just like plug in a couple of things, and it
And it pops
spits
up.
out it just spits out a
Dig it,
name.
man. I'm not a technological whiz by any stretch of the imagination, but I love technology when it works.
Yeah. So all right, and I have it on my phone, so we can just do it here. And here we go.
Here we
The
go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The winner
Drum
of
roll.
this, get the drum roll,
Drum roll.
is Mr. Tommy Tom 85. Mr. Tommy Tom 85 has won. And
Mr. Tommy Tom 85.
Mr. Tommy
I know that
Tom
guy.
85 has won. Wait, can you see this? It's set. Wait, the screen's too bright. Oh my goodness gracious, Mr. Tommy Tom 85, and we know this is one of my dearest cheesy poppers that has won this.
Is that true? Is he a long timer?
Yes, this is unbelievable, Mr.
I'm
Tommy
glad. That's perfect.
Tom. There's the name. Congratulations.
That's your uncle, isn't it? Is that your uncle?
It's not my uncle.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let it stand then.
That's unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Mr. Tommy Tom 85. Tom, congratulations, buddy. You are the winner. Let me see if I gotta scroll in the chat here. Tom, oh yeah, there he is. He's watching. We got
Congratulations, man.
OMG from Tom, and he says, "Okay, now I'm crying." I love this.
I'm gonna slow clapping.
Yeah, slow clap.
The polite clap.
Golf clap.
Golf clap. With foppish nod. I like that. Mm-hmm.
I love this. Unbelievable. This is brilliant. Tom will be in touch. Yeah, Tom, I'll talk to the folks at Thomas Kinkade. We'll get that all figured out, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Congratulations, that is real neat. We love it. Tom is the winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love that. And for everybody, we're gonna wrap it up here. We went way long tonight, but this is fantastic. I had
Can you still hear me, man?
Yeah, you're great.
Oh, my picture went off for some reason. I can't figure out how to get it back on.
I see you.
You can still see me? All right. I just don't see you. I miss you.
I see you. You look fantastic. And
That's very Avatar-like. I see you. Or
oh yeah, Avatar. That's another Disney thing. They got that whole Avatar Pandora land now.
Yeah, man, I want to see that too.
It's amazing. It's incredible. Yeah. No, I see you. You look great. You look
exactly. I'm feeling great too, man.
I bet.
I just wish I could see you. Wait. Maybe this will work. Ah, there you are. It came back. I can't believe I figured it out myself. I'm so proud. I need a polite clap.
Yeah, this is very. Karen's happy about that. You figured it out. This is great.
Karen, I'm sorry. By the way, Karen, I'm sorry. That's all I say. I'm sorry.
And I gotta say, I really gotta thank Karen at Thomas Kinkade. She put this whole thing together, and it's great. We gotta cheers to Karen, right?
Cheers to Karen.
There we go. Thank you, Karen. And boy, that's great. And this was so awesome. I just want to again, guys. If you need any of the information about how to get the 20 off, the order of 50, that's valid through April 14th. I'm going to pop that link in the chat right now. Again, I'll also pop in some more stuff on my Instagram after this. So you have, like, you could swipe up, and that's easy to do later. Swipe up. The swipe up feature is a beautiful thing. Let me just tell you. Yeah. But there's that link.
Kind of Karate Kid, man. Swipe up, swipe down.
Sure. Yeah, right. Exactly. It was just
wax on, wax off.
Just like Karate Kid.
Just like Karate
Kid. But there's that. And again, look, I'm gonna hold this up one more time. The new piece of art, which is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Oh my God, it looks great under the lights.
Gotta go back up on the wall. We love it. And again,
you got the number one, brother. Boom.
I'm number one.
You number one, man.
Number one. And congrats again to our winner, Tom. Tom, I will be in touch with you after the show, and we'll figure out how to get you the beautiful piece of art. And what a blast. This was just so much fun. It
really was, man. It's been absolutely great getting to know you. And again, the community out there, God bless you all. So happy that we had this time. It was fun.
It was really, really special night. Really. Thank you so much. And everybody out there watching, thank you guys for being here. I hope you go take advantage of that amazing deal and get yourself some Thomas Kinkade pieces. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous stuff. Pat, really, thank you. This was amazing. Cheers. We're gonna sign off for the night. Thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for sharing the light. Mr. Cheesy Pop.
There it is.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Thank you.